Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Check it out. That is awesome. So this here is a kid's instant print thermal camera. Now by thermal camera, I don't mean a real thermal camera. I mean it prints on thermal paper, which is, it uses heat. It prints in black and white on thermal paper. And so there's no ink at all. Take a look at that. Isn't that incredible? That is absolutely phenomenal. And this is the same kind of paper that you would get from a receipt at the store, thermal paper. And so these things are incredibly inexpensive to use. Those rolls are cheap. And so I've got 5 of these that I'm going to review today. And they're all under $100. Now one of them is actually under 15 bucks. And believe it or not, my favorite is going to surprise you. Now they all take color photographs and they take color video as well. And they have a bunch of other features too that I'll get into when I show you. But these things are just absolutely incredible. I've been using them now for a few months, and I'm blown away. They're just so fun to use. You don't have to be a kid to like these, but if you have any kids' birthdays or something that are coming up, these are absolutely incredible gifts. So let's take a look at 5 of these instant print thermal cameras. Okay, so we are out here in my off-grid studio that I've been building for the last 3 years. It's only about a quarter of the way done. But I've laid out the cameras here on this table, and I've got 5 of them. Now, the 5 that I picked were the ones that I searched on the internet, and these were the 5 that came up with the most hits. And so these were the ones that I bought. Now, nobody gave me these. I purchased these with my own money. And so I thought what I would do is I would do a review of each one of these. Now, I'm not going to do an in-depth review. I'm just going to give you a complete overview. And specifically what I want to do was to talk about their photo capability and their video capability. I really am not going to talk about all the little special things that they do that some will do, special borders, and some of them have games. Actually, maybe all of them have games. I can't remember. But I'm not going to talk about that. I just want to talk about their photo capability, their video capability, and then how well they print. And that's what I'm going to talk about. Now, if there's one of them here that you want me to do an in-depth review on, I can certainly do that. Let me know in the comments below. But these range all the way from $13.99 all the way up to $99. So I'm just going to take each one of them. I've been using them for a few months, and so they've been out of the box. And so I'm just going to take them out, and I'm going to shoot these and explain, just an overview of what I think about the camera. How well it performs, its different, some of its features, and then how well it prints and quality and whatnot. And then we can do a more in-depth later. So first up is this My First Camera Insta20. And this one here is $99 on Amazon. Okay, next up is this VTech KidiZoom print cam. I purchased this one for $79 on Amazon. New. Now you might be able to actually find this on eBay used. You can just take a look around, you might be able to find it. Normally I think it's about $99, same as this the My First Insta20. But yeah, take a look around, you may be able to find it. Okay, next is this Tiatua children's instant camera. I paid about 30 bucks for this one. Okay, next is called the Green Kinder instant print camera. There's nothing on the box that says that. This is what it was when I ordered it. It was called that. This one I paid also about 30 bucks for. So next up is this children's print camera. Now this is a no name, and this is the one that you saw me using at the beginning of this video. This one was $13.99. Okay, so I had to come back inside because it's 98 degrees outside. It was just getting too hot. So, oh, by the way, pay no attention to the mess here. I'm cleaning out those big cabinets and I'm building new shelving units, and so I cleaned them out and threw everything in that tub there. So just ignore that. But so I've got all the cameras here on the table, and I'll bring you in closer and show you. So what I did was I took pictures of my Jeep, and I used each of the different modes that the cameras have to take the pictures. And I'll explain that when I give you an overview of the cameras. And then I went ahead and took video with each of the cameras, and I'll show you the video quality and the photo quality on the computer, so you'll kind of get an idea of really how well these cameras, or how well they don't, take pictures. So the very first camera here is the My First Camera Insta20. This one here was $99. Now, it only has 3 modes, and basically it's density of the pictures. It only has, you know, how dark the pictures are. It doesn't have any print modes. It only has print quality or print density. And this is low, mid, and high. Like that. It's not too bad. It's well saturated. It's not pixelated. It didn't do like dot matrix or anything like that. But the camera itself, now there are a few pluses to the camera. It does take selfie mode. There's a camera right there and one on the front. Now this one did not come with the micro SD card, and maybe I thought it was supposed to. The ad in Amazon showed it, but it did not come with it, so I had to purchase one. The buttons are kind of, it's convoluted. It's got a yellow button for the shutter, but these here you have to look really close because they've got emblems on them, but it's just really hard to see. So this is the power button here. They could have made that red and they didn't. Now on the back, these buttons here are just, they make no sense. I can understand the plus and the minus, that's, you know, cycling through. This one here, it's like almost like a triangle, and that's a circle. One of them here, you click this and you get an instant print. If you take the photograph here with this shutter, it just takes the picture and you know, it doesn't print it. But this one here, you can click it and print it instantly. It's just the way it's laid out, the buttons are laid out, is just really convoluted, and I'm not sure what they were thinking about it. But it does have a nice feel to it. It's a really comfortable camera. It's got this rubbering, kind of a rubber arm or whatever it is. It seems pretty stout. It's not, you know, I know it's plastic, but it's got some rubbering to it, which makes it nicer. Not a bad camera. The print quality, is okay. I'm not sure it's $99 okay, considering there's no print modes, only just print quality or print density. So it's an okay camera, $99. Yeah, it's all right. I don't think I would pay $99 for it again. Okay, so this one here is the KidiZoom print cam. It's made by VTech. This one here is actually a completely different camera altogether. It actually should get its own video. It's got a lot of nice rubber around it, you know, so it's really stout and well made, and I think it's tougher. This one has a click up for taking selfies, you know, so you got reverse cam. And I like the buttons on the back because it has, it says okay, it has a print button, which this one here doesn't have. I mean, it does, but it's really small inside of the button. It's just, this one here is really nice. It has your trash can here, it has playback, and your home. So it's well thought out. And it's a really nice camera. But the modes are, you get 2 modes. You get the regular picture. You can't adjust the brightness on the picture. There's no different density modes or anything like that. So you just click and print, and that's all you get. And then you do get another mode here. It's the click and color. So basically, I think what you're supposed to do is print this out, and then you can color this. But it's almost like cartoon mode. And so it's actually kind of cool. And I like to use this quite a bit. But you get these 2 modes, and it's pretty nice. I mean, this one is definitely comparable to this one here, to the My First. And so it's got really good detail, nice and saturated. But like I say, you can't change the modes. But yeah, really nice camera. I like it. Yeah, the battery on this lasts a long time. But I think this actually deserves its own video. But yeah, so this one here was $79 on Amazon, and I think you could probably get it cheaper on eBay if you look around. But yeah, this one's number 2. Now I'm doing this in order of expensive to least expensive, not my favorite. I'll do my favorite, you know, which one I like the best, and I'll do them in order after I'm done. Okay, so next up is this Tiatua. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. The print camera, and you get two modes with this here. You get the first one, you get the grayscale, and you can change the density. You can go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe, and you know, darkness or light. And then you get another mode called dot matrix. So you can get the dot. It's called dot, and it prints it in like dot matrix mode, which is really nice. A lot of detail. So you get two modes here, which is kind of nice for this camera. And this camera here, the menu system is pretty good. It's got up and down arrow, and it's got the OK button. It's got power, and so it's a little bit easier to see. Now I took a little red marker and put that right there. That's for the power, so I know which one it is. And so it's the menu is really easy to move around in, and it's a pretty nice camera. This one here was about $30. Compared to the others, I think it holds up to the more expensive ones as well. So yeah, that's a pretty good camera right there. And I took video of that on that one also. Okay, next up is this Green Kinder camera. I paid about $30 for this one. This one here is a little bit different. It's the modes that you get are just for light and dark print, and this one here is the lightest. This is the darkest, and it really doesn't print that well. It's yeah, and it prints really slow. So not a lot of features here for this camera. I paid about $30 for it. It's definitely my least favorite of all the five. So I'm not going to go on too long about that. Okay, and last but not least, this is the children's print camera. This is a no-name, and this is the one that I used at the beginning of the video there. And this one it's all laid out. All the buttons are all laid out here, so you really don't have like a shutter button on top here. It's all right here. You just snap like that, take a picture. You have your on-off. All the buttons they're etched in here, what they do as far as functions. I wish they were color, but you get what you get. This one here was $13.99. And so yeah, the on button right here, you just hold that in, and then you can cycle through. The menu is very easy to navigate. And this one here has two modes. It has regular grayscale, which you can change the density of it. I think there's 3 or 4, maybe even 5 modes. So you can change the light or dark on that one. And you can also use it as a dot matrix, which gives you much more detail. So dot print, it's called. So you have density and you have mode, which is kind of nice. And this one here pretty much has all the features of the other one. One thing it does have, it has a light on it. This is the only one that has a light, so you can light your subject. Now, it's not that bright, of course. But yeah, it's got a print on here where you turn that on or off, and you can print instantly when you take a picture. Yeah, it's funky. It looks really weird. There's no shutter button on top here. It's right here behind here. So it's kind of it functions a lot differently. But this one here, yeah, it's a good camera for $13.99. I don't think you can go wrong. I think it compares to all these other ones here. So let's take a look at the quality of the photo and the video on the computer. Now, this is not really going to be a deciding factor in my decision about which ones I think are the best, because I'm really gauging these by the print quality, because this is what they're made for. They're made for taking photos and printing them out. If I want to take pictures and video and save them, I'm going to use my phone, or I'm going to use my digital camera. So, but just out of curiosity, I want to see exactly how well these take photos and videos. Okay, so here is the My First Camera Insta20. And this is the pictures here. Let's zoom into 100%. That's 83, 90, oh, there's 101. So that's actually, yeah, it's not great, but I mean, it is what it is. It's a children's camera, but yeah. And you have to remember the optics on this is not, probably plastic instead of glass, and yeah, but for a kid camera, that's not too bad. Let's check out the video. Yeah, for a kid camera, that's not too bad. Okay, so I plugged in the KidiZoom print cam and it just says charging. It does not come up in my devices. So let's just go ahead and plug it into, let's take the SD card out, the micro SD card, and plug it into a reader. Okay, there we go. And let's go to here. So here are the pictures. All right. Let's zoom into 100%. That's actually not too bad. I mean, for a kid camera, those are decent enough pictures. Now, they are not 16 by 9, but yeah, they're more square. Let's take a look at the video. And again, I guess it's not too bad for a kid camera. I don't think that's too horrible. I mean, it's not just like the other one. It's not of course the optics are not the greatest, probably plastic lens and all that, but for a kid camera, that's not too bad. Okay, next I plugged in the Tiatua and it just showed up right there. And let's open up the photo first. Take a look at the photos. And that's at 35%. So let's scroll in to, it's 97, that's about 100. Definitely not as good as the first two cameras. But when you zoom out like this, I mean, for a kid camera, I guess it's acceptable. Definitely not as good. Let's take a look at the video. Yeah, the video definitely is not as good as the first two, but kid camera, like I said. Yeah. Okay, next is the Green Kinder camera, and I plugged it in, and I'm not getting anything. Nothing's coming up in my devices. So I'm going to pull this one out and put it into a reader. Okay, so there we go. And IMG images. Oh, that's definitely not, yeah, that's not up to standard. Can't even barely read where it says Wrangler on there. And then once you zoom it like 100%, that's not even acceptable. And I figured as much. This camera has not impressed me at all. But let's just go ahead and take a look at the video. Yeah, that's yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, and last but not least is the No Name Children's print camera. I plugged it in and this came right up in the devices. First thing, let's just go to photo. I'm really not expecting an awful lot from this one, to tell you the truth. And yeah, this, I didn't think so. Let's zoom that into 100%. And yeah, that's pretty bad. If you zoom out, I guess it's not horrible, but yeah. I mean, it's a $14 camera. Let's take a look at the video. I'm not expecting a lot. I haven't even set the date down here. Yeah, not the greatest. A lot of chromatic aberration there, and yeah, it's just washed out. But plastic lenses, you can't expect an awful lot. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to lay these out, and I'm going to tell you which one I think is my favorite and which ones are my least favorite. So as far as my favorite, it's really hard to tell. It's a toss-up. These two here. I really like this one because I like the dot matrix function. It's really clear. It's just as good as far as I'm concerned to any of these cameras as far as their print. Now the dot matrix mode, it's not saturated. So whereas you have some of these other ones when you take a picture, these here, the pictures are well saturated and dark, and if you like that, but it's nice. But I do like this one is for that dot matrix, and the other one here has dot matrix as well. But this one's $30. So for $13.99, I really like this one. This one here was 80 bucks, $79 I paid for it. It's normally about $99. This one here, the KidiZoom, is fun because it has that coloring book mode, which the others don't have, and it has this flip up. It's well made. It's really solid. I think you could drop this one and it wouldn't even hurt it. But the battery lasts a long time. I have a lot of fun playing with this one. I really do. But at the same time, I really like this one here. So it's hard for me. It's hard for me to choose between the two. So I'm gonna make it a toss-up between these two here. Now, if this one here, of course, is a little too pricey for you, then you can't go wrong with this one. This one's a very good camera. It has the flip-up screen right here, so you can take selfies. It has the light, and yeah, it's a great little print camera for children. So yeah, either one of these is great. Next in line, I'm going to have to say this one here, because it does the grayscale just fine, but it also has the dot matrix printing, and yeah, I like that mode. Next, of course, I'll go with this one. This one here, I think its limitations are that it just has 3 modes here, and that's it. There's just, I mean, it does have the selfie mode, which is nice, but the as far as the buttons are just, it's just to me, it makes no sense. You know, you've got the triangle, the circle, the plus, the minus, and then you've got this up here, and the way, and you've got a couple here, and the way that you take a picture, if you hold this down too long, it won't take a picture. When you click it, it takes a picture, but it doesn't tell you it took a picture. So it's kind of one of those things. The menus do hang a little bit longer. I don't think it's responsive enough. And so this one's definitely coming in fourth. And then, of course, last, I think this one, in my opinion, is just a waste of money. I don't think it's really even worth $5. So one thing about these cameras is that they take these rolls. Actually, this is a new one here. This one hasn't been used. And look at how dense that is. I don't know how many pictures you can get off of one of these. 50, 75, I don't know. Maybe even 100, I don't know. But yeah, one thing about them is that when I buy these, I don't know if the ones that come with the cameras are BPA free, but I buy these BPA free. And that way I know I'm not handling, you know, forever chemicals. Especially, I let kids play with this, you know, and I don't want them handling these forever chemicals. So yeah, I'll put a link in the description where you can get the BPA free ones. And incidentally, this is the one that I take with me when I'm going to go somewhere. And the kids just absolutely love this. But not just the kids. I took it to an event a couple weeks ago, and it disappeared. Everybody was fascinated with it. And I brought along 3 of these rolls here, and they used at least 2 of them, I think, before the battery went dead, and then they plugged it in for a couple hours and went right back at it again, and then they ended up I brought along 3 of these and completely used them up. So, and I suspect it was actually most of the adults that were playing with it, but the kids did too. But they're a lot of fun. So even if you don't have any kids in your life, this is a real conversation piece. If you take one of these along to an event, I guarantee you that everybody's going to be fascinated, because they're so totally off the wall, something so totally different that it's just kind of a new way of looking at photography. And even though they are kind of goofy and whatnot, but anyways, I know it was kind of a long video, so I appreciate you guys sticking around, and thanks for watching it. And yeah, if you have any questions or comment, make sure you post them in the description below. And if you want a more in-depth review of one of them, just let me know and I can do that. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notifications when I upload a new video. We'll catch you later.